I had a request that I do some more get ready with me style content, so we are going to put together this whole 1790s outfit. One of the things that plus size customers hear sometimes is that they can't wear Regency. That is a lie. You're going to want some nice long line stays and to make sure you have a sturdy wooden busk for your Regency corsets. Um, there's no reason we can't wear this style just like anybody else. My underdress, my chemise, is actually an ancient Roman style one that I've repurposed from my ancient Roman kit, and it provides me some bust coverage while I'm doing things like tying together my corset or wearing those necklines. And you do see some examples in portraiture where they've got multiple layers, and I'm going to argue that it very well could just be this style underdress sticking out from the gown. If you would like a detailed dive into how I made the set of Regency Stays, the pattern is from Red Threaded, and I will put a link in the description for you to go and check out that video if you're new to the channel and you haven't seen it yet. So the long line stays for plus size customers are going to kind of keep everything in control and in check where you want it to be so that you have a really solid foundation to build this Regency silhouette. If these were my private apartments, I would have already put these slippers on before I put on my stays. But since I'm out in a more public area, we decided the stays were a little more important to kind of make me more family friendly, I guess. So you're going to have knee-high to thigh-high silk stockings, and then these are typically held up with girders. I'm honestly not able to find my garters at that exact second, so we are going to trust that the ties on these adorable slippers from American Duchess are going to keep my stockings at least from sagging too badly. This video was not sponsored by any particular company, American Duchess, or any of the others I might mention down in the comments, but I do want to shout out some small costume and historical oriented businesses in case you're looking for similar products. My next layer is going to be my petticoat. Last week I did release a tutorial on how I upcycled an old curtain to become this adorable silk petticoat with straps. So I will link that down in the description or in a card up top here for you if you are really interested in making one of these yourselves. It's a great one-day make if you've got some free time. While I'm trying to get into this petticoat, I am a little bit of a hurry because I'm in a giant causeway, but take your time if you've got the chance. Make sure that you get the hooks and eyes lined up for that opening, and take a few extra minutes to adjust the straps as needed on your petticoat. I end up doing this off screen just to kind of make my life easier. My next layer is going to be my gown, which is based on the 1790s inspired pattern American Duchess put out with simplicity. I did not record the making of this gown, but there will be another one coming soon using the same pattern, I promise. So first thing you need to do is in the under bodice, you're going to take the flaps and pin them together across the center front. It actually helps make this a really variable sized garment so that as your weight fluctuates like mine does, you actually have the ability to adjust the sizing. Next, we need to tie together the drawstrings at the center front. There's also a lot of garments from the Regency where this tie would be in the center back instead. I really like this particular pattern, putting it in the center front, because it makes it really easy for me to get dressed by myself and kind of see what's going on. This gown for someone with my bust size is actually kind of really low cut. So this is part of what inspired me to start wearing the style of underdress that I currently wear. And once I get everything tied together, I'm going to scrunch all of those pleats towards the center front. You can also, when you're making the dress, raise the neckline a bit or add some length to the bodice to try and make sure that it's long enough for you if you are a bustier costumer, just as a heads up. And then, because I am not going to be necessarily living the whole Bridgerton hairstyle thing, I do need to get my hair put. So, my favorite way to do this is actually to get my hair curled. And for me, that takes a long time. Let me know in the comment section if you want a tutorial on how I prep and do this style specifically. But once it's all curled up, I'm going to kind of fluff it around and make a large messy bun on the back of my head. Now, in the interest of transparency, the big forks that I'm going to be using for my hair were sent out to me by a small business that wanted me to preview some of their historical hair products and supplies. So I wasn't under any obligation to make a video for it. I will link them down in the comment section so that if you are interested in kind of where these hooks came from, you can check them out for yourself. Once my hairstyle is all put up and pinned in place, I'm going to add a couple little hair accessories to try and keep it in place throughout the evening and give it a little extra spin. These sort of head wraps that are almost made to look like turbans were really popular in the 1790s. I'm making mine out of a rolled up veil that I usually wear from my Italian Renaissance kit. And it's got these cute little 16th century tassels that weight down the corners. But I'm just going to tie this in a little bow-like situation, and it gives me that whole sense and sensibility vibe, don't you think? Because I want to be extra as I'm going to the ball, I'm also going to add a couple of ostrich feathers. These are way easier to put in your hair if you actually attach them to some of the little hair forks or clips that you can get. Over time, the ends can get splayed out and frazzled, making it harder. We are also going to add some 18th century jewelry. I got some of this from In the Long Run Designs, and some of it's from Dames a la Mode. So, links to their websites down in the description as well. It was really popular at this point in time to bust out your family's nicest jewelry. And being the 1790s, you still see a lot of these collet necklaces and paste necklaces that would have been super popular in the earlier 18th century. So the last item that I'm putting on is actually a sash. A lot of people will get Spencers and overdresses and robes and such things, but you can just simply accessorize your outfit with a really cute sash, add some fun tassels, and you're ready to go. I love wearing this particular style with the corset under it because it kind of draws in some of the extra floof that's around me with these round gowns from the 1790s. It slims me down just a little bit, and it keeps its nice crisp look because of the stays that I'm wearing underneath it. When I skip the stays or I do short stays, for me at least, this tends to roll up and get crumpled, and the sash just doesn't look nearly as nice. I love the 1790s and the transition period this represents from the 18th century with its more high fashion, with its super amounts of structure, into what we know of as the Regency, which most historical costumers seem to have a soft spot for because of Jane Austen. But are you going to be making yourself a 1790s outfit? And what patterns are you going to be using? What tricks have you found to do these? Tell everybody down in the comment section. If you liked this video, please go ahead and give it that thumbs up down underneath the video. It really helps everyone know that this is something that they should go and watch. I would love to make more content like this for y'all where I show you the layers and how to get dressed in them from different time periods. So if that's your jam, let me know. In the meantime, enjoy a few bloopers.
Hi, blooper reels.
Hi, blooper reel. Please install your slippers.